Yo, it's wrong to
Hey,
use, abuse, and eat animals.
yeah, do you have a question or an argument?
Why can't we eat animals?
Technically, I guess I don't really see an issue with the eating of the flesh. The problem that I see is deciding like to kill them. But like if you want to just like if you find like some roadkill and you want to eat it, I don't exactly see a moral issue with that. The problem, like I wouldn't do that because I think it's disgusting. The problem that I see is deciding that you have the right to kill them, to eat them.
Well, I mean, we took over this planet, and we're basically in control. So yeah, we can eat
So
what we
might
want.
equals right. That's your argument. Might equals right, basically.
Well, if you look in the wild, predators,
So do
if
you
they,
get your morals from the wild?
well, are we not animals?
We are animals, but we have
Okay, we can be like
separated.
other animals then.
Yeah, so if you want to be like other animals, I just want to like ask you. I noticed you've never sniffed my ass. Why is that? You're an animal, right? You want to be like other animals. And another thing, wild animals commit infanticide and rape each other. Do you think that you have the right to do that? Because we're animals. Obviously not, right? We've
We're-
separated ourselves from nature, and
Okay,
that's why we don't get our moral agency from the wild. Do you agree?
we are the apex predators, and we have common sense. Animals, they don't.
Yeah, so we should make ethical decisions, right? That's why we don't rape each other. That's why we don't commit infanticide. Even though wild animals do it, we've separated
But
ourselves from
but
nature and we live in a society.
all animals, we gotta survive. You know,
Right, and you can
eating plants
survive
ain't.
and thrive. You can survive and thrive on a plant-based diet. Vegans live 13 years longer on average than omnivorous humans and are at a lower risk of heart disease, which is the number one killer for humans on the planet. Or they're also at a lower risk of cancer, osteoporosis, diabetes, etc. So yeah, like there's really no good excuse to exploit somebody and violate their body when you don't have to. So, what is stopping you from going vegan?
Well, most people aren't in the economic situation to be going fully vegan because like meat is cheaper and it
Meat is
has
not cheaper,
nutrients that we
actually.
need.
No, no, sir. Meat is not cheaper. Vegan diets are 33% cheaper on average than omnivorous diets because the cheapest foods on the planet are already plant based, like beans and rice, grains, legumes, pasta, potatoes. Like, this is the cheapest foods on the market. Meat is expensive, and it is actually a rich privilege to be able to afford to eat the flesh and secretions of animals. But like in addition, like I'm not going to try to convince somebody that is like in a survival situation to go vegan. I'm trying to convince you you're not in a survival situation. You could do it. So what's stopping you? Why do you think you can exploit animals?
Well, animals, they they're not human.
Humans are
And
animals, though. Humans are animals. So, what is the difference between
okay, but you
humans
see,
and non human animals that makes you think that it's okay to exploit and violate the bodies of non human animals but not humans? What's the difference?
it's called survival, and
No, no, you
yeah,
don't need, like I mentioned, you don't need to exploit animals to survive. You can survive and thrive on a plant based diet. As I mentioned, like you can survive and thrive. You can live 13 years longer on average on a plant based diet than on an omnivorous diet as a human. And you're also at a lower risk of dying from the number one cause of death for humans on the planet, which is heart disease. You're also at a lower risk of getting cancer, osteoporosis, diabetes, and other chronic diseases. So yeah, it's not about survival. You can survive and thrive on a plant-based diet. So why do you think it's
on,
okay to
on,
exploit and murder animals?
okay, as a person who's on a like bulking plants, you have to eat like a whole bunch of volume to get the same calories from meat. So why would I eat plants when I could just eat like a steak that has like 50 grams of protein? I have to eat like
So this is Victor
220.
Erasure. It's not about the food. There's plenty of calorie dense foods. If you want to eat a calorie dense plant based diet, you can. And it's not about like It's just about calories in versus calories out. The only thing that you need to make sure of to make sure you're bulking is that you're in a calorie surplus.
That's
Okay?
true. But you also
So
need
you
you
can
also
do it on a
need
plant-based
amino
diet.
acids.
Yes,
Uh,
and you can get all 9 essential amino acids from a plant-based diet.
that's not true.
Okay, what amino acids can you not get on a plant-based diet? Please tell me which essential amino acids you are missing on a plant-based diet.
I can definitely tell you that. So like
Yeah, tell me.
creatine, you can't get that in plants. You have to buy that like in powder form. You have to buy all these supplements
That's not an
just to stay
essential amino
healthy.
acid. Your body
When if you ate
creates
meat, you wouldn't
your
have to
body
deal with all these
creates
problems.
creatine. That's not an
No, it
essential
doesn't.
amino
Your
acid.
body doesn't
You
produce
can
creatine.
you can get all of the it's not an essential amino acid. Yeah, your body does naturally create
It's not essential,
everything.
but it's creatine helps you gain muscle. But anyways,
Look,
aside
there's
from
plenty
that,
of vegan
you
body.
got
Look, I'm just gonna mute you just for a second because I'm tired of you yapping and not listening to me. You can get all of the essential amino acids that you need on a plant-based diet. There's plenty of plant-based bodybuilders. There's plenty of plant-based athletes. Like, it's not your only option to be violent and exploitative when you don't have to. You could just be vegan. And you never answered my question. I asked you what the morally relevant difference between exploiting and murdering humans versus non-human animals is that makes you think that it's okay to do it to non-human animals but not okay to do it to humans. You can unmute yourself to answer the question.
okay.
Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to do that. I muted you again.
You wouldn't wait. Did she go AFK?
What?
No. You wouldn't kill a human for food because um people we we're all adapted to survival and we're not gonna
No,
kill our own
that doesn't
species.
answer my question. Would you like me to repeat the question?
Go ahead.
What is the morally relevant difference between humans and non-human animals that makes you think that it's okay to kill non-human animals but not okay to kill humans?
Well, because they're animals.
Humans
They're
are
not people.
animals. Did you miss biology class? Humans are animals. I'm asking you what the morally relevant difference between humans and non-human animals is that makes it okay to kill them but not us.
Well,
From your moral perspective.
because we can think. We have a
They
society.
can think too. They can think too.
They don't. They don't have a society like us.
Okay, so if we found some humans that were living not in a society, you think that it would be okay to kill them?
If we if we weren't the apex predator, I'm pretty sure a predator would come and eat us any day.
I'm not asking you about apex predators. I'm asking you about your morals. So if we found humans that were living not in a society, they were living in the wild, by your moral stance, you think it would be okay to kill them? Because
No,
they're not
because they're
living in a
human.
society? Okay, so that derives a contradiction because I asked you what the morally relevant difference between humans and non-human animals is that makes it okay to kill one and not the other, and you said because we live in a society. So do you realize that you're contradicting yourself? So is there other differences that you see between humans and non-human animals that makes it okay to kill one but not the other?
I don't know, man. Animals taste good. Meat is good. Bacon is good. Hamburgers are good.
Okay, so yeah,
I'm not switching
the
to
fact that
plants.
you don't know, like I think that I don't know either. I don't see a morally relevant difference between humans and
You know,
like,
plants have lives too. Why are you
oh my
eating
god,
them?
no, shut the fuck up just for a second. I'm gonna mute you. Like, please listen, open your ears. I don't see a morally relevant difference between humans and non-human animals either, and that's why I don't exploit non-human animals, because I can't stay morally consistent with my position and be paying for animals to be exploited and murdered. Now, plant lives is your next fucking argument. Okay, plant lives. Look, plants aren't sentient. Plants don't have subjective experiences. They can't suffer. But even if you do want to be a plant lives advocate, if that's the route that you're going down, this is still in favor of veganism because most of the crops that we are growing are being fed to the 92 billion land animals that we annually force into existence to exploit and murder. Does that make sense to you?
I mean, okay, look,
No,
murder
does that make
is
sense to you?
that's
I just want to
murder
make sure
is
that you were listening. Hold on. I just want to make sure that you were listening. Which
okay.
diet
I heard. I'm
causes
just
more
saying,
plants?
murder
Which
is
Okay, I'm
only.
just going to mute you for a second because I want to make sure that you're listening because I'm not actually sure that you are. Which diet causes more deaths to plants? Which diet causes more plant deaths? A vegan diet or an omnivorous diet? You can unmute yourself to answer.
Okay, so vegan diets. You
Okay,
know
so you're
that's
just
worse.
not fucking listening to me at all.
No,
Goodbye.
no, stop. Wait.
Go watch Dominion documentary on YouTube. It's the first point on the screen, but you clearly can't listen to me. So maybe you'll be able to listen to the free documentary on YouTube, Dominion. Go watch that. Or watch Gary Yourofsky's speech. Watch one of the points that I have up on there. But on to the next. My God. You want to join for one more minute? Trent, look, go watch 10 minutes of the documentary Dominion and then come back and I'll let you join again. But you weren't listening to a single fucking word I said, so I'm moving on to the next guest. Hello, Darth. Do you have a question or an argument?
I don't have an argument as I am vegan myself, but I am curious how you emotionally endure talking with a lot of these people back to back.
Well, like, what do you mean? Like, just like dealing with the same argument over and over and over again?
Chosen ignorance. How do you deal with such chosen ignorance and denial of fact?
It's frustrating and it's annoying, but I don't know, like,
I started off my vegan journey doing activism and very quickly turned away from it because I'm not equipped to handle people who are unwilling to listen.
Yeah, well, like if there's lots of ways that you can do activism, that's like you don't have to do these debates. These debates, like I feel like I do feel like I lose brain cells doing these debates. But there's lots of other ways that you can do activism. You can like create a social media account and post and like just not do the debates and just post things. You could even do it anonymously. You could get like stickers and do sticker activism. That's another great way. But there's like a plethora of ways that you can do activism. But I do feel, I don't know,
Well,
I
I
just,
personally have to walk a very tight line. Me and my wife run a vegan animal sanctuary, and so our only form of activism is through showing people the quality of life and the similarities between humans and the rest of the animals. So,
that's a wonderful form of activism. And there's no like one right way to do activism because
no, of course.
different things speak differently to everybody. There's going to be people that you talk to at the sanctuary and that's going to like seriously move them, and like those same people, maybe like a conversation with me would do nothing for them. So that's why like each one of our forms of activism is extremely important.
I agree. I think multiple people having the conversation makes it that much better.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, like Katie says that it takes 100 clicks for somebody to go vegan, and yeah, that resonates with me. Like, yeah, it's just one more click.
Well, it's also just funny to me to see how many people want to like care about our planet. Somebody just sent me something about AI data centers and how detrimental they are to our planet because of their water use and all the type of stuff that they do to cool the servers and whatnot. And I'm like, you do realize that the impact a data center has on our planet compared to a farm? It's like, come on, people.
Right. Yeah, and people will use paper straws to save the fish, but won't stop eating fish to save the fish. It's virtue signaling, is what it is.
Yeah. Yeah, very. I put it in the comments earlier. Is that humanity has extreme moral ambiguity.
Yeah. Yeah. And, when you do these ethical debates with people, like it really becomes clear as day.
Oh
Like
yeah,
so many people are like ableist. That's like a huge thing that I run into is like ableism. Like when running Name the Trait, like it almost always leads to ableism.
agreed. Well, I'll let you get back to debating. Thanks for bringing me
All
up,
right.
and have a wonderful
Yeah.
day.
You have a wonderful day too. Nice chatting with you, Darth. I'll give you a
Yeah.
follow too. It's awesome that you got a sanctuary when Darth